one of the few games that has broken my heart, and I really do mean that, broke my heart. Battlebit Remastered is apparently coming back with some big update, an overhaul, more or less. Was it called Operation Overhaul? I think it was called that. Either way, for those you haven't heard, Battlebit Remastered, it came out a couple years ago, and it was kind of like a fuck you to Battlefield in like the best way possible. It was a low poly game that had hundreds of players per lobby. I think it's 100 versus 100. And it just had everything that Battlefield should have, or at the time should have had. Like you could drag your allies. That by the way, which was like the main one, right? That you could drag your allies to safety before reviving them. That was like the biggest thing, just to clarify. It's just like even the gunplay felt good. It was low poly, so it could run on anything. It was beautiful. Like I love that game. And if there was a game that I could just only play, and it, like assuming the player base was there and people wanted to watch it, and I wouldn't be bored, it would have been Battlebit Remastered. It was peak, absolute peak. But and then just suddenly it just nothing. Like there was radio silence, no updates. There like there's one update and they're like, oh, we're working on like a big update. And this was back in 2023, I believe. And it was radio silent for like 2 years. It was 18 months of radio silence. And like, I just couldn't believe it. I was actually hurt. This genuinely hurt me. I was like, this is an indie game that's like perfect for me. I'm having so much fun. The community was great. Everyone was like taking it seriously, like not seriously. And there's no like bad actor comms, at least that I heard. It was Operation Overhaul. Anyway, it's just like, it was everything it needed to be. And then there's just nothing. No comms, no updates. And I'm not saying you need constant updates, but at least tell us you're working on stuff. It's been 18 months. It had a peak of 86,000 players on Steam. Now it's sitting at 600, we'll just say 700 players. That's like 3 games of players. 3, like 3 servers-ish of players. Assuming it's 100 versus 100, so 200, either way. And it's just like, how did you let this happen? You had like the keys to the kingdom. It was perfect. If you just supported it, gave updates, I would have done microtransactions. And I don't even care for these kind of games that give microtransactions because most of it's in first person. So the only thing that actually matters is the weapon skin, right? You never see your own character. I don't think, I could be wrong. Maybe in the death animation, you like it zoomed out and you saw your character. I don't remember exactly because it's been a while since I played, but it was like it has over 70,000 Steam reviews. And they were mostly positive until they're like, hey, there's like radio silence. Like, no, they're not talking to us. This is actually a dead game. And now, they teased Operation Overhaul. They had a play test. And apparently, like that went really well in terms of like, player engagement numbers. It's just, I want, this is like a game where I was like, I need this to succeed. I want to succeed. Please succeed. And it crushes my soul thinking that. I actually, like backtrack, I don't think this is going to save the game. I think, unfortunately, they went so long without doing anything that people are just not only over it, but they have other options. And it's going to be hard to pull people from Battlefield, specifically, and Arc Raiders now, because that's a big contender, apparently. And it's just, like I wanted to do so well, and I have a feeling in my gut it won't, even though I really wanted to. Where does it say here? Feedback forum. It was announced to contain a ton of changes to gameplay, levels, UI, and quality of life, balancing graphics, and many other areas. Don't touch the graphics. I think graphics are hilarious and great. Don't touch it. I think I saw in the teaser. There's like it looks even more fluid, like less. Oh my god, it looks so good. It looks so clean. The teaser trailer looks so good for it. But I think I saw like a teaser for a city map, which I desperately wanted because I want like city warfare. That's like my favorite. And even Battlefield refuses to go really hard into that. Either way, like 18 months. Developers did, speaking from a logistical standpoint, but this is from PC Games N. I don't know what that stands for. Anyway, after going AWOL for 18 months, the developers couldn't know that enough people would show up at the same time to fill a 200 plus player lobby had it been running for the whole weekend. Like obviously people want to play test this. And apparently the feedback is like there's a big memory leak, which I assume, they'll address that, and lag. Okay. Like two things you could definitely fix. Apparently the UI was amazing. The visual upgrades were great. See, there's new helicopter handling and the verticality of the new Mesa map. Oh my God, just the image. I might even just have the image. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to have the image as the background of my talking. It's not like anyone watches the gameplay, but oh my God, I really hope this works, even though I feel like it's not, because they're going to need like an advertising budget. There's like, I just don't see that 80,000 coming back. I don't know what they need to make it a successful game, to make it run or like, make it last long, but I hope they get it. I really do. I look, once it comes out, whether it's low numbers or not, I'm going to play it. Maybe that is my claim to fame streaming wise. By the way, I stream on Twitch and TikTok. Anyway, it's like maybe I will be the Battlebit remastered streamer that like no one ever was. And I would take pride in that. And I would love it. I'd be very happy assuming there's no lag. But oh man, it's just let me know if you guys ever had a game like where you desperately wanted the game to succeed and it just didn't. Basically because of developers. Because this one it's all on them. If they just even trickled either content or information, like 18 months. To my understanding, it's only one new map. I could be wrong though. I could definitely be wrong on that. I hope I'm not. Because if it's like 1 month and upgrades, like I feel like my worry is that they did drop the game and then they're like, you know what? Actually, we kind of want to come back to it. Because why else? But I mean, on the other hand, I believe it's made by like 3 dudes who are like in college, something like that. So like, I know it's not like a big development studio, and that's totally fine. But, and it's only $15, by the way, everybody, $15. Like that's real. That is not much for absolute peak. Oh, and the destruction physics. I forgot about that. Even those like blocks, and it was great. It was perfect. I could glaze this game for hours and have no shame in it. I want to glaze this game because I love it so much. It's only 2.5 gigs. Smallest game. Last real update was March 2nd, 2024. Like, here's my confusion. It's like they had to have checked player numbers and be like, oh, our game's like dying. We got to do something about it, right? But how much effort does it take to put out a blog post? Like, hey guys, we are working on things. We'll give you like monthly updates. Why not? I think Terraria does that. Like, just do like a monthly update. Like, hey guys, here's what we're working on. This is what we're accomplishing. Here's what's coming up. Like multiple tests scheduled on weekends. Technical play tests to expect bug and iterations. Their first opportunity to hear your feedback. Like I'm just afraid they're gonna release. Like I said, they're gonna release this and then they're gonna be like, oh, there's like no one playing this. Like, yeah, no one's playing it because you haven't been updating the game. Like at all. At all. Like I get you're a small development team. Totally understand. But I think if you just took like an hour out of the month to just post, hey, we're working on this, or like even small updates, like, hey, here's a new weapon. Here's a new thing, really like trickle in the content and then release a big update, just God, man, it's so frustrating for me because I want this to do well. And like, I'd be so happy for it to come back and live again. But then what if it comes back and then we have to wait another year and a half for content updates? I'm sorry. We did live in a world where, there's a stupid amount of competition and we need like updates. I mean, it might be wrong to say we need well, it's a multiplayer game. So yeah, you need content updates, but just like talk to us. I literally let the review at 10 hours into 10 and a half hours. When was this review? Either way. Battlebit Remastered beyond fun. It's great customization, better quality of life than Battlefield itself. You can literally combine old magazines. I forgot about that. Drop mags, a fast reload, for example. People actually talk in proximity, and it's funny or serious. They solved the medic issue in games where nobody wants to play medic by adding a crap ton of bandages or handling healing revives and faster revives. Oh, did I mention you can drag your downed allies? That's such a game changer and makes the game feel more realistic despite its blocky nature. I actually hope they add a battle pass or more ways to support them post-launch. Pricing this at $15 is drastically cheap, and I stand by that, for a game of this scale, even in early access. I'm not saying it needs a battle pass, but I definitely want to see this game thrive for years to come. Just get the game. It's so cheap that even if you somehow don't like the game, you're not at a huge loss. If you do like the game, you'll be hooked and want to play it any given moment. I mean, literally all of that is true. All that's true. So I stand by that review. God, I hope it makes a resurgence. Please make a resurgence. Maybe I can find old Battlebit like gameplay. I don't know. Either way, let me know what you think in the comments below. Like, comment, subscribe, blah, blah, all the other YouTube stuff that I should say to get you guys to subscribe. Again, stream on Twitch and TikTok every day. So check us out. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.